collective and individual realities, including background people? We would like to say that there are at least two sorts of realities. The individual realities that we create as separate entities, and collective reality that is fabricated by common accord between masses of people. Now, obviously, reality is a lot more complicated than having just the two distinct types of thoughts. Although each and every person has their individual appreciation of life, and thus creates their individual reality, there is a great deal of overlapping of concepts between different people's thoughts. Equally, collective consciousness can be more complicated than we presented above. Just as no two people think the same identical thoughts, so no two people contributing to collective reality would think exactly the same, and thus would add a variant to the collective reality. Also, it must be said that there may be more than one version of a collective reality. On the same subject, we can have opposite collective realities. Does God exist? Is the earth flat? Which political party is the best? And so on. So, to answer an often asked question, we would say that, of course, as we have already stated, we all create our own realities, but those created realities can also be affected if we incorporate other people's ideas of reality into our own. Thus, reality is a constantly changing event as we incorporate or reject ideas from our original reality. Therefore, reality that we perceive is somewhat fluid. Each individual person exists as a separate entity, but because we are all one, we are all connected. But we will also say that each person, through imagination, also creates an image of others that may or may not resemble closely the physical features of that person, or may not resemble the true personalities of others. Background people, we have already mentioned, and were described in a video made that included that subject. However, to clarify and confirm, people that we observe as we go about our daily rounds are real people in their own right, but, if we don't know them, are not included in our imagined reality, more than us just noticing that they are close to us physically. It would be very confusing if we identified with each and every person we see each day, so our sense of reality selects, from that mass of people, only those that have some real connection to us: family, friends, and other acquaintances. All others remain on the exterior of our consciousness. Thus, we call them background people. We could refer to them as shadow people, but that would cause confusion with a collective conscious thought form that already bears that name.